Did you know that you can become a Floyd Mayweather in the game? Yes, you need to use the Tekko Prime. Hello and welcome, Hunkpain Gaming is here with you in another amazing video. And today is gonna be one of the most amazing melees in the game, but it's forgotten so much. And it's very powerful. Why? Because there is glaive, there is a lot of meta weapons. Everyone that forgot about the Floyd Mayweather gloves. So let's go. The Tekko Prime is the prime variant of the Tekko, sporting high damage, critical multiplier, statue chance, and attack speed. It was released alongside with Atlas Prime and Death Cube Prime. That it means it is Atlas Prime signature weapon. Means wielding it, you're gonna get extra statue chance when you're using Atlas, but we're not gonna be using Atlas. We're gonna be using Nidus, okay? Nidus, so I don't post the weapon in any way, so you feel free to use the weapon with any frame that you desire. First test, we're gonna do it against these enemies, corrupted heavy gunners. I'm gonna give you two builds. One build, viral, or you can switch it to whatever you want. And the second build is gonna be a pure slash. Okay, let us go. Boom, boom, boom. As you can see, bro, you know how it goes. You know, this is the first style build, okay? The second build is gonna be the slash. But first, let me show you the first one, okay? Boom, here we go. So we're gonna be using Gaia's Tragedy. We're gonna be using Whipping Wound, statue chance per combo multiplier, Primed Fever Strike for Toxin, Organ Shatter, and Sacrificial Steel, Primed Pressure Point, and Blood Rush, Condition Overload, and Vicious Frost. Wait! Now every time I'm gonna be, why Hank, you're gonna be using Primed Pressure Point with Condition Overload, it doesn't work together, and they're gonna start attacking me. No, my friend, listen to me. Condition Overload and Pressure Point, they cancel each other. But Condition Overload will be working by itself based on it's gonna boost the melee damage per statue affecting the target. But let me tell you something. The only way in this game to increase pure slash is by adding Primed Pressure Point. And trust me, my friend, you will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. Use Condition Overload for the melee damage, Prime Pressure Point to boost your slash. Place them the way I put them right here. Prime Pressure Point here, Condition Overload after awards. Okay, so now we're moving next to the slash. We're gonna be using Gaia's Tragedy. We're gonna be using Whipping Wound, Carnis Mandible for slash and statue chance, Organ Shatter, Sacrificial Steel, Primed Pressure Point, Blood Rush, Primed Fury, and Gladiator Might. As you can see, there is no Condition Overload because this is pure slash. And let's take it for a spin. Okay, never be afraid in Warframe to try different things, and if somebody tell you something, just listen to it, but try your own way. Boom, 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 boom. Check this out, my friend. Boom, everything dead. Okay, simple as that. Okay, now let's switch back to our baby viral. Here we go. Kaboom, kaboom. And let's go to where? We're gonna go to Steel Path mod. In case you're a new player and you have no idea what Steel Path is, and yes, there is players doesn't know what Steel Path is. Steel Path is the second level of the Star Shard. After you finish all the Star Shard, my dear friend, all you have to do is you finish all the Star Shard nodes. What mean nodes? It means the missions. You go finish Angels of Zariman, and then you go speak to Teshin in any relay. Teshin is an NPC, and there you go. You're gonna unlock Steel Path. Steel Path gonna be enemy level plus 100. Health and shield and armor gonna be plus 250%. Where we're gonna go? We're gonna go to mod Steel Path. Let's go. Alright, we're gonna land in there. We're not gonna be staying there forever. All we have to do is spend 5 minutes. 5 minutes is more than enough. If you're a new player, maybe you don't know that 5 minutes means nothing, but if you're veteran or good a bit at the game, or you have base knowledge of the game, you know 5 minutes is gonna be enough to show you the weapon, how it can perform, and one acolyte can show you what is everything about. Okay, we're gonna fill some stacks for Nidus. We don't wanna run Nidus without stacks. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Fourth ability to get our health. There we go. And let's go, baby. I'm telling you, dear friends, that this weapon is very, very, very powerful. I mean, some of you would say, Hank, what about Vinka? What about Vinka? Come on, bro. This is... Come on. Don't compare weapons. Stop comparing weapons like that. use Warframe style is like it has a lot of weapons. I'm not saying you need to build them all, but keep trying different stuff. Keep trying different stuff, my friends. Okay? There we go. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. Slicing through enemies. Easy breezy. Boom. 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 Okay? You see what I mean when I say in 5 minutes it's enough for you to figure out how good the weapon is? That's all it takes. 5 minutes. Boom. Okay, we spent already 1 minute in there. And as you can see, the corrupted is just... And we're not using any faction mode in here. Of course, you can play with the build around. You can add, remove, fix however you want. And if you want to add a little bit extra juice to the build, you know what you do? You put your... you bring your epitaph. You bring your epitaph in and you just prime those mobs and they're gonna be beyond gone. Okay? There you go. You're gonna be proccing slash, you're gonna be proccing viral, you're gonna have your panzer profiler around. I mean, I'm telling you, when you go in any mission using Tekko Prime or a different weapon than the meta everybody knows about, bro, you're gonna be unique. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. Even if you are not the top DPS or something, as you can see, 160,000. I mean, you're not the top DPS or something. You're gonna be unique. You're gonna have your signature in that mission. Somebody will say, "Oh, I remember this guy. He used like Tekko," or someone will whisper you, say, "Bro, that Tekko looks nice on you. Like, what is the build that you did? What is it?" You're gonna tell him, "Oh, here you go. This is the build, and I got it from Hank. Thank you so much if you did that." So yeah. So 2 minutes 30 seconds. All we have to do now is we're gonna be waiting for the acolyte. Before we wait for the acolyte, let's do one heavy attack in this guy. Boom. See? One shot. Easy, very easy. Of course, you're gonna be using Narumon Focus School to keep your combo multipliers. Boom, 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 boom. It's not a must. I mean, you can keep going. I know. Many of you guys doesn't like these weapons anymore since the Eximus units came in. Eximus units, in case you're a new player and you don't know, Eximus units now cannot be affected with Warframe abilities, so those CC, those stuff is really, really bad. So many Thanos doesn't like anymore to get close to enemies. What I mean with that, I mean like Nikanads, Vinkas, Donfas, any weapon that get you close to enemies, people stop using. Before, remember, I don't know if you remember, guys, or not. Remember when was the Nami Skyla, like, was so good. Everybody want to have a Nami Skyla. Everybody want to have a Cronan and everything. And then comes the ranged melee weapons like Glaives, Ixoris, Glaives, Orvios, Sirata. These weapons, bro, they took over. And why? There is a reason. Because you like it or not, the further away from enemies you are, the safer you are. It's simple. It's very, very, very simple. If you are away from the enemies, you are safer. Simple as that. So these weapons do a lot of damage, and they have two type of damage: the normal damage and the detonation damage with the middle mouse heavy attack. So they're really, really, really nasty weapons. Okay. So everybody start to use those. Those become they become the most powerful melee weapon. So let's go, give him one, boom, 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 and there you go, and he's gonna be down. That's it. That's how you kill the acolyte. Easy breezy. Now you ask Hank, okay, since the glaives are taking over and I need to keep my distance, so what if I want to use this weapon? What I highly recommend using these weapons now, in the current situation of Warframe, using these weapons with tanks. For example, you take, let's say you take Rhino, you take Nidus, you take Revenant, especially Revenant. Yeah, you're gonna be fine, you're gonna be okay. Or in the other side of it is that you take invisible frames. We talk about Ivara, we talk about Ash, we talk about Loki, we talk about Octavia. Those frames gonna keep you safe, because even if you use a frame that with high CC, let's talk about, for example, Vuban. Vuban will gather enemies around, and yeah, so but Eximus units will come in and kick your ass. Same goes with Zephyr. Zephyr will gather enemies around, you're gonna neglect bullets, you reflect bullets and everything, you're gonna be fine, but still the Eximus units will come to you and they will take you down. I'm talking about levels 500, I'm talking about level 1000, I'm talking about level 3000, 4000, 5000, 9000 in Steel Path. I'm not talking about level enemies from 10 to 100. Those enemies is something else. Those are easy, you can kill them with anything. Okay, so recapping everything, my friend, for you, so you have it in the timeline. Starting first, Arsenal starting with Nidus. Why Nidus? Because Nidus we're going to be using swift momentum, heavy attack, wind up speed, that you don't care. I didn't even use and I didn't want to use the where it is steel charge. I didn't want to use that to increase melee weapon, but it's good to have it. It's just aura mod, nothing to it. Arcane Fury on critical hit, 60% chance for 180% melee damage to melee weapons, and we have Arcane Strike for 15% chance for 60% attack speed. This is the only thing you're getting from here. Even here, the larva burst, I didn't detonate it 2 times. If you go back watch the video, you can see that I didn't recast the larva burst to give the what it's called, to give the corrosive, okay? Because as you can see, the Archon Continuity and Larva Burst goes together to create the corrosive. I didn't do that, so you can actually do your thing and play however you desire. Replico Prime, Nail Prime, so that I didn't prime those enemies to make them weaker or any of that sorts. But if you want my advice, take Epitaph. Boom, boom, boom. This is how you use it, and be sure to put Ugur Seeker because statue duration is very, very, very important to remain those enemies primed as much as possible. But if you're going for viral in your melee weapon, of course switch your melee weapon to something else, or switch the Epitaph to something else. This Epitaph is gonna proc for you heat and cold ASAP, but switch it around. Now we're gonna go to Tekko Prime. This is the build, as you can see, the viral, and this is the slash. Both of them, I love them both. Slash is very awesome, unique, and viral, you already know. Now your questions is gonna be as follow. Hank, what if I don't have Prime Fever Strike? You're gonna be using normal Fever Strike. Hank, what if I don't have Sacrificial Steel? You're gonna use the normal Steel. I don't know where it is. Here it is, True Steel. Boom. Okay, Hank, what if I don't have a Primate Pressure Point? You're gonna be using the Sacrificial Pressure Point, or you're gonna be using the normal Pressure Point. Boom. Everybody is different, everybody has a different level in the game, so yeah. Now, if you have a Riven, what Riven would I like? If it has Toxin, you're gonna place it instead of Primate Fever Strike. If it has Cold, you're gonna replace it instead of Vicious Frost. If it have melee damage, you're gonna replace it instead of Primer Pressure Point. If it has yeah, you're gonna be fine. That's it. That's all you need. What else? If you're gonna ask me, Hank, what would you like, Organ Shatter or Gladiator Might? I would like Organ Shatter for this case. Slash, I would like Gladiator Might or Organ Shatter goes together. Very awesome. Okay, hope that's clear. Now moving in Nanomon for one reason and one reason only, because we want the power spike. Melee combo counter now decays while out of combo by 5 every few seconds instead of depleting completely. Now you're gonna say, Hank, you talk a lot, you explaining a lot, this is a lot, just show us the build and get done with it. Yes, for you, if you are a veteran player or a player been around, you just want to copy the build or you look for inspiration of builds, yes, I agree with you. But there is players there, they're looking for information, and I do in every video, because every video there is different people watching, so I have to repeat some of the stuff. So if he's new player watching and he's gonna like learn a couple of extra things. Okay, so we're gonna be using Panzer Profiler. Panzer Profiler is the best bet in the game because it's gonna support you really good and gonna proc viral around to help you with the stacks and so on. I'm gonna leave you the link up there how to get the Panzer Profiler, and this is the build for the Panzer Profiler. Okay, perfect, and yeah. That's it. Now, some of Thanos, of course, will ask me, Hank, wait a second, what about the Archon Shards? I wanted to show you my Archon Shards. My Archon Shards are full health regeneration. If I wanted to boost the damage and I do crazy stuff to show you how good the build is, I could have used Ash. There you go, melee critical damage, melee critical damage, melee critical damage, all the stuff, and Eclipse, I could done that, or use like Wisp with high, and no. I wanted to use Nidus, so you can use any frame of your desire, or your main, and you do whatever you decide, okay? So by this we come to an end to the video. Let me know in the comments below, are you going to build this weapon? Do you like it? Do you like the idea? I mean, and soon I'm gonna give you Atlas build, and I'm gonna make it with this weapon. My high advice for you, let's look back at those melee weapons and try them. You don't have to play with them all the time, but try them. They have a very unique feeling, and I wish DE start to look at the game, like create for us a new content, a new planet, something that where you can actually go with the melee weapon head to head with those enemies without a problem, because Eximus units created a very frightening situation for a lot of Tennos that they like now to use only distance, like primary weapons or melee weapons that they are in distance. That's why now glaives are the meta in the game, but still these weapons are so strong. But I'm so sad and disappointed that these weapons are left behind. It's not your fault, guys. It's not the meta fault. It's not the content creator's fault. It's just the DE path of taking the game is a bit they don't test a lot of stuff. That doesn't mean they need to nerf glaives. No. The glaives are awesome, are perfect. I main glaives myself and I love them, but DE need to create a new content, not nerf, creating new content, because we like creation, we like new things implanted in the game instead of nerfing stuff, to make these weapons as useful as they were before. I want to say, guys, thank you so much for all the support, or everybody that's been supporting this channel in any way. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Don't forget sub, comment, and like, and join our Discord. The link is in the description, and you can join the channel for a membership to get all the perks that will help a lot. So much appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.